Welcome back. So I'm still with Moses Ropa and I'm sharing about the good and the ugly people of slavery. Let me jump in. We then went on for 50 miles. I was very weak and could hardly sit on the horse. Having been in prison so long, I had lost the southern tan, and as the people could not see my hair, having my hat on, they thought I was a white man, a criminal, and asked what crime I had committed. We arrived late at night at the house of Mr. Britton. I shall never forget the journey that night. The thunder was one continued roar, and the lightning blazing all around. I expected every minute that my iron collar would attract it, and I would be knocked off the horse and dragged along the ground. This gentleman, Mr. Britton, a year or two before, had liberated his slaves and sent them into Ohio, a free state, of course, having joined the Society of Friends, the Quakers, which society does not allow the holding of slaves. I was therefore treated very well there, and they gave me a hearty supper, which did me much good in my weak state. They, the enslaver's son, secured me in the night by locking me to the post of the bed on which they slept. The next morning we went on to Salisbury. At that place we stopped to water the horses. They chained me to a tree in the yard by the side of their chaise, which is the carriage part of the horse and carriage. On my horse they had put the saddlebags which contained the provisions. As I was in the yard, a black man came and asked me what I was doing. I told him I had run away from my master, after which he told me several tales about the slaves, and among them he mentioned the case of a Quaker who was then in prison waiting to be hung for giving a free pass to a slave. I have been considering all the way how I could escape from my horse, and once had an idea of cutting his head off, the horse that is, but thought it too cruel, and at last thought of trying to get a rasp or a knife and cut the chain by which I was fastened to the horse. As they often let me get on nearly a quarter of a mile before them, I thought I could escape without being seen. The black man procured me a rasp, and I put it into the saddlebag which contained the provisions. So there are people trying to help him. There are wicked people trying to harm him. Tell me what you think. Thanks so much for listening.